All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakwakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Yakim that's out there laboring, the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And again, here it is with these camps out here that are pretty much not trying the spirit of potential people that are trying to receive this word. And in this instance right here, this is Sakari, and pretty much title says it here. Got a Eurytion confronts the Israelites, and pretty much the Eritreans is pretty much Eastern African country, okay, that pretty much got their independence from Ethiopia, pretty much maybe about 30 years ago or so. Those people, well, for the most part, are Israelites, and now these guys are pretty much are really trying the spirit, and pretty much quickly wrote him off as a Hamite, and Jake pretty much doesn't understand history, you know, and we got to get into this history, man, because the scriptures speak about us being scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And now, here it is. The time is coming now when you're gonna have people that people may look at them and think that may be from another nation, man. Okay, but they coming to pretty much receive this word, But pretty much, they cancel them and wrote them off, and pretty much, cut them down at the knees, so to speak, you know. And I want to read this comment that was on this comment board, pretty much, and it pretty much says it all, right here. And it says, this is from Junior Weight 1877. And it says, y'all better stop casting off every Ethiopian or so-called African as an Hamite. Check the spirit through the word first. These are Israelites in every single country from our early fathers. It's the same as seeing a full-fledged looking Edomite only to find out his granddad was an Israelite. And pretty much these guys really didn't try the spirit, man. They pretty much didn't let him really get his say in and really just try the spirit through the word, man. All right. Let me get a scripture real quick. Because this is a ongoing problem with a lot of these camps that are outside Great Millstone. I see a lot of this happening, with camps pretty much Sabak. They're pretty much known for doing this as well. You see? But this is Acts chapter 13, verse 26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth the Most High, to you is the word of this salvation sent. And pretty much this is when the prophets pretty much was in Antioch, speaking to the children of Israel, that were in that land. But pretty much now you're having people now that are pretty much are trying to inquire about this word. You see, the man said that he was a Christian. You see, but he just particularly wasn't so-called quote unquote religious was the word that he had used. And that's pretty much for all the Jakes. All the Jakes will pretty much at the end of the day, identify themselves as Christians, man. But let's get into the history, man, of these people, man. Okay. Let's see real quick. Okay. All right, about the Eritreans. Okay. All right, it's in the neighbor inhabitants of Eritrea, and as well as the global diaspora of Eritrea. Eritreans constitute several component ethnic groups, some of which are related to ethnic groups that make up the Ethiopian people neighboring Ethiopia. But pretty much though, this is a ethnic group, okay? And pretty much they were pretty much warring against the Ethiopians, okay? And they pretty much are discriminated. But now you gotta watch, okay? Because Esau always puts his foot in his mouth, and he gives you the truth when you look for it, okay? Now, the diaspora is really a buzzword amongst Israelites, Okay, let's get into that diaspora. Okay, because these people are part of diaspora. We have to understand when we basically were going through the Atlantic slave trade, there was also an eastern slave trade as well. Okay, going east as well as going west, and then you got to understand that our people fled into all areas of Africa. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna get into the diaspora. Right, it says it's a population that is scattered across regions which are separate from its geographic place of origin. Okay, all right, and we are a scattered people. Okay, and it says the word is used in reference to people who identify with a specific geographic location but currently reside elsewhere. Okay, now, okay, like I said, when you actually read what this damn, what Esau says in these pretty much in these books, and when you go into the history, okay, he's pretty much telling you who the Israelites are. Okay, now we're gonna go in. Notable diasporic populations include the Jewish diaspora. Okay, basically when we fled Israel in 70 A.D., that's what that's referring to. Okay, but it says formed after the Babylonian exile, Assyria, Chaldean, Ceramic diaspora following the Assyrian genocide. See, all of these genocides were pretty much of our people. For instance, now I'm going to click on to the Greek genocide. Okay. All right. The Greek genocide pretty much included the Potomac genocide, was a systematic killing of the Christian Ottoman Greek population in Anatolia, which was carried out mainly during World War One and its aftermath. Okay, and you got to remember about this Greek genocide. Okay, which is really going into the genocide that was going on in Turkey and in Greece at the time. Okay, but these were Christians, so you got to remember these churches that the prophets went to of days of old. Okay, where did those people go? Okay, those scattered people that were amongst those nations. Okay, that was in those scattered lands. Okay, those people were still there. Their ancestors. I mean, they pretty much the children of those people. Okay, had to be still in those regions. You see? Okay, all right. We got to go into these diasporas, man, and really see what they're speaking about, man. Okay, all right. Here's another one. Here we can go to the irrigation of the Anglo-Saxons. Okay, all right. It says primarily to the Byzantine Empire. So let's talk about who the original Anglo-Saxons were. Okay, the original Anglo-Saxons were Israelites, man. Okay, it says the Anglo-Saxons were a cultural group that inhabited much is what now is England in the Middle Ages, early Middle Ages, and spoke Old English. They traced their origins to Germanic settlers who came to Britain from mainland Europe in the 5th century. Now, in the 5th century, pretty much, we were in power, man. Okay? You see? This is the time of the Holy Roman Empire or the Byzantine Empire. Okay? All right, Esau was not in power at that time, man. You see? Okay, we're talking about the 5th century. Okay? We'll read a little bit more of this. It says, although the details are not clear, their cultural identity developed out of the interaction of these settlers with pre-existing Romano-British culture. You see, and that's, like I said, you pretty much, chew the meat and spit out the bones, so to speak, man. But the point is that the Anglo-Saxons were Jakes, okay? The original Anglo-Saxons, okay? All right, we're gonna get back, and it says, it speaks about, okay, going in here, the Scottish diaspora, man. Okay, so we go into this whole thing about it. We know that a lot of Scots were pretty much Israelites, man. You see, it says a Scottish diaspora consists of Scottish people who immigrated from Scotland to their descendants. When their descendants, the diaspora is concentrated in countries such as the United States, Canada, Australia, England, New Zealand, Ireland, and to a lesser extent, Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. Okay, and they're pretty much over here in the Central and South America, man. Okay, as well as the Northern Hemisphere, man, which is our United States and Canada. You see? Okay, so they're already telling you basically through the diaspora, okay, and there's so many diasporas that were going on throughout the world, and it's different times, man. Okay, and these are pretty much were Israelites, man. You know, and you could pretty much go through each and every one of these diasporas, man. Okay, it even speaks about the Italian diaspora, okay, the Mexican diaspora, okay. It talks about the Palestinian diaspora, the Lebanese diaspora. You see, okay, the Iranian diaspora. You see, so when you talk about this, man, it's scattered people, man. Okay, and these people are not scattered. Just and really, it goes with the under the guise of ethnic cleansing, man. You see, okay, this is the reason why the reason why these people were a scattered people, man. You see, okay, and the same thing with this individual that came up at the camp, man. But these guys do not really know the history of these people, man. You see, these people have just recently received their independence, man. Okay, and they're still looked at as second class citizens, okay, in that region over there, okay, all right, which is pretty much over there near next door to Ethiopia, all right, in Eastern Africa, man. Okay, all right. For the scripture, let's go to let's see. Let's go with Romans real quick. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. You see? And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we may suffer with him, that we may also that we may be also glorified together. And pretty much, man, these guys didn't try to spirit on this individual, man. You know, they pretty much quickly wrote him off when he told them what land that he actually was born in, man. Okay, all right, and I pretty much think that he said that he's been here since pretty much 2005, I believe he said. But pretty much at the end of the day, you know, okay, he basically is a Christian, okay, all right, and he basically was gravitated to these men, you see, all right, but this man was not properly fed, man, to get the understanding, man, you know, and this is a big mishap, man, amongst Israel, man, you see, you know, but hey, man, if he's potentially is of the elect, you know, hey, he's gonna get it, man, you know, okay, but not with these guys, you see, all right. From there, let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. Okay, the restored remnant, right? And it says, "And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, from Egypt, and from Patros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea." Okay, let's click onto this here. Okay, because the first thing that came out of their mouth, when he said where he was, you know, they just kept on saying, "Oh, Cush, Cush, Cush." You see? All right, so let's get this real quick, man. Okay, because these are the lands where the Lord said that, man, he's going to go ahead and redeem his people, man. Okay, all right, the second time, man, and this is basically of his second coming. Okay, all right, let's get Cush. Okay, we're going to get the proper definition here. Okay, it says the land occupied by the descendants of Cush, located around the southern parts of the Nile, Ethiopia, Okay, and that's pretty much in that region where they had to gain their independence, man. Okay, they were the outcasts of that area. They were not. That's not their original land. They pretty much had to gain their own independence, man, from Ethiopia. You see, okay, and that independence has only been about 30 years ago, man. Okay, about the same amount of time where you Negroes are pretty much, was really getting any type of civil type of rights, man. Pretty much I meant maybe 20 years older. All right, maybe 50 years it's been okay with the civil rights. Okay, so pretty much, man. Hey, we just here trying to, in this society, just like he was, just trying to keep our head above water, so to speak, man. Okay, being the second class citizens, man, and we are pretty much, and that's the curses, man. And all these lands where these people are pretty much have had to leave, and pretty much settle to another place, are still being treated as second class citizens, man. Okay, you see. All right, from there, let's get Hosea real quick. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. Okay? And when you talk about the sand of the sea, man, we're everywhere, man. Okay? The Lord scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? And it says, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said to them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And pretty much we got people saying that we're not we're not the people of the Lord, and they pretty much wrote him off, man. They pretty much told him that he wasn't within this covenant, man, and he pretty much may have well be, man. You see. All right, but the whole thing is, man, these guys got to start trying the spirit, man. Okay, and that's pretty much, man, how guys are coming out here and not being properly trained up in this truth, man, and not being able to discern the spirit, man. Okay, we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and to pretty much, quickly write this Jake off, okay, man, he got the 360 going, man. Get the 360 waves going, man. And hey, he got a beard, man. He got his beard, man. You see, and hey, man, and they was just quick to write him off, man. But these guys gotta start being more discerning in the spirit, man, and just try the spirit first, man, before you quickly write these people off, man. Okay, it's gonna come a time to where we having these men or these individuals come up, man, and inquire about this word, man. Okay, we have to be much more, diligent in this whole thing, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.